Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Channel 7's coverage of racing around Australia on this rather damp Saturday afternoon here in Melbourne. And there you see the scene at Sandown Park, preparatory to the running of the first event, the Rowena Hurdle, and candidates are about to move into the stalls. We'll also be covering a great day of racing in Sydney today, including, of course, the clash of the champions in the Rawson Stakes, and also here this afternoon, a full coverage of racing from Morfordville in South Australia. As they move in for the first event, long range 120 and 55, Nobilis Roman 190 and 145, Our Demas 995 and 440, Golden Sino 390 and 235, Balkan King $2 a win, 85 the place, Silver Phrase 720 and 305, and River Amos 28.50 and 835. They're the tote figures for the first event, the Rowena Hurdle. The scratching is number 5. Nick Stream, we have a field of 7 to run. Candidates are moving into the stalls pretty well. So let's take you to Sandown Park and say a very good afternoon to our commentator, Brian Martin.
And welcome to Sandown Racing here today. The track is good, the rail's in the true position as we wait on the favourite here, Long Range, the last of the runners to come forward, right on starting time now. Now the last one to come up here will be Long Range, and they'll be set to go for the Rowena Hurdle. Pips have gone through now for 12 noon, a field of 7 to run. First on the 9-race program here, Country Cup Day. And now we might have a bit of a problem here. I see the clerk of the course moving down the straight. There's a television camera, I think, a little bit close to the inside rail, and clerk of the course now moving down to get that cameraman to possibly move away. It's just before the second of the hurdles down the straight, about 280 metres down from the starting point. And the clerk of the course now talking with the television people down there to move that camera back a little. Yes, it is. It's a Channel 7 camera, actually. It would have been a lovely shot, but unfortunately the cameraman was virtually leaning over the inside rail, and it's only about 40 metres before the horses fly that second hurdle, and it could do a lot of damage if a horse lost his concentration at that point. So they've now moved to the inside, back about 20 metres at the moment. I'm sure the shot will be a beaut one from there too. All right, still no move up until this track is cleared, and the problem is just about rectified now. Back here behind the start, the runners have gone in, and the runners are all set. Starter on his stand, waiting for the clerk of the course to come back to starting area. The track is now cleared, and the field is set to go in the first event for the day. They're about to go now. Track cleared. Starter happy with them now, and the light about to come on. They're all in. Signal given. Off and running now in the first event for the day. A little bit slow away was Long Range. The others have jumped away pretty well. Balkan King is showing a bit of pace up towards the lead with the grey Silver Phrase, and they come down towards this first one. Golden Sino didn't handle it too well, and Long Range quickly worked around the outside, the top weight, to be in front of Silver Phrase as they come to the second hurdle. A half then to Our Demas, and further back in the field then River Amos over on the inside of Balkan King. As they go over the second, Golden Sino improving now, hitting it a little, River Amos, and back on the outside was Nobilis Roman about second last. They're only cantering after going over the first two hurdles, coming down past the 750, and the leader is pulling here. Long Range about a half to 3/4 to Golden Sino, 2 to Silver Phrase, a half Our Demas fourth. A length and a half to Balkan King. On the outside of it, moving up, is Nobilis Roman, and 1.5 to River Amos, who brought up the rear. Coming around the top turn here, and they've got about 2,400 metres to go, and they'll go over 3 hurdles down the home straight on their first round, and the leader is Long Range. He's left in front for Harnett, this favourite, and he leads by a length and a half to Golden Sino as they come towards the first of the 3 hurdles in the home straight. And Long Range, oh, he hit the top of it, didn't handle it at all well, landed 2 in front of Golden Sino. A length Silver Phrase, a half Our Demas, 2 for the back Balkan King. Nobilis Roman travelling well outside it, and 2 to River Amos. Here they come to the second. Oh, again he clipped it, this fellow Long range. He hit the two of them in the straight so far, but he's lost no ground, and at the winning post he's 2.5 lengths in front of Golden Sino, 2 to Silver Phrase, then our Demas, Balkan King, Nobilis, Roman, River Amos. Let's have a look at him with the third one here. Oh, a little bit better over that one, long range, and he got out about 2.5 to 3 in front of the 1800 metre mark from Golden Sino. 2 to the grey Silver Phrase, a length into our Demas, Balkan King coming away from the rail. Nobilis, Roman momentarily was caught out 3 deep. He eases back again now to be on the outside of River Amos. Out with 1600 metres to go, and there's no change in the race order here. The leader long range by a length and a half, Golden Sino. Our Demas is pulling hard third on the outside of the grey Silver Phrase, fourth the rail, then Balkan King. Nobilis, Roman getting up in the centre, and last of all is River Amos. They haven't gone hard. At the 1400 metre mark, swinging down the back straight now in the first event, the leader long range, a length and a half, Golden Sino, 1.5 our Demas, and the outside of Silver Phrase. A length further back in the field as they go to the next. The leader jumped it brilliantly. Balkan King on the outside of Nobilis, Roman, and River Amos last of all. At the 1150 metre mark and allowed to slide along in front as long range by 3 lengths to Golden Sino. Here he comes to the next. He took off early but jumped it beautifully long range. He landed 4 lengths in front. Golden Sino being scrubbed up second, 2 to Silver Phrase, a half to our Demas, then Nobilis, Roman, followed by Balkan King and River Amos last of all. Back towards the jump at the 1000 metre mark, and through it he went beautifully, the leader. Long range about 4 lengths in front of Golden Sino as they turn off the back of the 850. 2 to Silver Phrase, 2 lengths out Demas, Nobilis, Roman, Balkan King and River Amos last of all. On the side they race, 700 metres to go, and as they swing up towards the top turn now with 2 hurdles to get over at the 600 and long range by 2 lengths. Second is Golden Sino battling on, 3 to Silver Phrase, and our Demas, Balkan King pulled to the outside. Nobilis, Roman not doing a great deal, and last of all is River Amos. In the straight, 400 metres to go, and long range is still the leader. Running down towards the second last, he's 3 lengths in front of Golden Sino and Balkan King. As they come to the second last, long range jumped it well, 2 in front of Golden Sino and Balkan King, and then further back Nobilis, Roman, but it's long range about 2 or 3 lengths in front, drawing to the last from Golden Sino. He's going well, this leader. He comes towards the last jump, over it safely, 2.5 Golden Sino, and then Balkan King, but it's long range for the money. He's holding them safely at bay, and it's an all-the-way win for long range. He wins by 2.5 to Golden Sino, 2 lengths away, third is Balkan King, then Nobilis, Roman, pretty disappointing. A gap to our Demas, followed by River Amos, and the grey Silver Phrase is the last runner in. Well, Bar hitting a couple of hurdles in the first round. He's jumped the last brilliantly, long range, and got away from Golden Sino and has had a good win. Number 1, long range, ridden by N. Harnett, is a comfortable winner in race number 1 on the program. Number 4 is second, Golden Sino, K. Win. Third placing goes to number 6, and that's Balkan King.
65, second Golden Sino, $2.30. Third Balkan King, 95 cents. Or in fact, that is incorrect, I think. I don't think there is a third tote dividend for Balkan King. And there it is now, no third tote. So it's 120 and 65 for long range, 230 for Golden Sino, no third tote for Balkan King. The Quinella on the first event, $5.80, and the trifecta, $27.85. Let's return to Sandown. And
the second event, the so-called handicap, the field is locked away, and the line is good. They're off and running. Bronze Knight, one of the first to break the line with Foamy Ocean. Over on the inside, Kiskin, the tank being ridden hard and going quickly now. Black Parade up towards the lead. Getting back in the field, Son of Rani and King Lark is back towards the tail, and third last early, Devon Duke. It's a good race for the lead with Kiskin getting up on the inside of Black Parade to share the lead from Bronze Knight, third on the outside of Better Days in the tank. Dandy Andy midfield today being scrubbed along a little. Devon Duke around it from Foamy Ocean. Then further back, Son of Rani, and a half the outside of it, King Lark. Racing to the 900 metre turn. Not much in the lead here at the moment, where it's on the outside, Black Parade, Kiskin the rail. Kiskin now a half length, Black Parade. Bronze Knight 3 deep around Better Days. The tank, the rail, 2 lengths further back, Devon Duke working into it. Over on the inside, Dandy Andy being scrubbed along still from the outside of it, Foamy Ocean, and 2 lengths King Larkin on the inside of it, Son of Rani. The race to the 650 metre mark, Kiskin a neck in front of on the outside Black Parade, a length further back then Bronze Knight about to pull to the outside of them. Then further back was Devon Duke, the tank on the rail, dropping out of it Better Days. Dandy Andy not going well, and pulled to the outside then was Foamy Ocean. Dandy Andy dropped to the tail. Bronze Knight raced to the front of the 300 metre mark, quickly beat off Kiskin. The danger could be Devon Duke on the outside. He calls on Bronze Knight now. It's a half in front of Devon Duke, then Foamy Ocean from King Lark. Bronze Knight at the 150 over a length in front of Devon Duke. Kiskin, and down the outside Foamy Ocean now. Dandy Andy getting going, but the grey's got a good break. Bronze Knight near the line, and Bronze Knight's going to get the money to score by nearly 2 lengths. Tight for the miners. Dandy Andy kicked through in the centre to get second. In front of Foamy Ocean third, then King Lark. Then further back, Devon Duke, a Gap Kiskin. Further back in the field, Son of Rani, followed by Better Days. Black Parade and the Tank, not racing well at all, is last of all. The winner of the second event for the day is number 2, Bronze Knight. After being caught a little wide, quickly raced to the front, coming down to the 300-metre mark. And Bronze Knight has won. It's 2 and a photo. Bronze Knight dashing away with a good break over Devon Duke, and Dandy Andy and Foamy Ocean. They were well back on the turn, but they got balanced up. And out wide they got going, and they've both run on very, very well. And the judge calling on the photo for the minors. I think Dandy Andy may, oh, it's hard to say, he may have kicked on the inside to get second. There's very little in it.
Sandown Park.
Well, Peter, just looking at that second event, Dandy Andy...
And they're off in the first. Faith in Me missed it about a length or so. And Raffalini and the Stager with Vain Fury, the 3 best to begin. Fixed the Date looking for the lead. Not far away is Bellaho, and then Bellaho's stablemate Swift Chevella. Note Raffalini shuffled back. Grillette wide out. Faith in Me getting up on the inside. Then Cindy Spirit and Farris King. Second last being Devious Lady, and Reuters News is last. Along past the 1100. And Rickson has the Stager in front by a length. Vain Fury. Grillette third and a length and a half, then coming Bellaho. At his quarters on the outside, next Fix the Date, then Swift Chevelle, Faith in Me, Raffalini, a length the Farris King, and then Devious Lady and Cindy Spirit, and Absolute being Reuters News at the 800, and the Stager by 2 lengths on Vain Fury, a similar margin. The third is Grillette, a length the Bellaho, saving ground, and then comes Fix the Date, 1 Swift Chevelle and a length the Faith in Me. Raffalini out covering a lot of territory, and being ridden along next is Farris King, then Cindy Spirit and Devious Lady, and last of all is Reuters News. They're coming to the bend at the 500, and the Stager makes play by a length. Vain Fury racing second. Bellaho with a mile of room to come through if he's good enough, and then Grillette and Faith in Me from Swift Chevelle and Fix the Date. Now Bellaho comes after the Stager. 2 grey-coloured horses. Swift Chevelle starting to join in now, and then comes Grillette, and further out Fix the Date at the 200 metres and past it, and Swift Chevelle, the Stager, and Bellaho battling it out with Grillette. 3 in line. Swift Chevelle's taken the lead. Grillette trying to match him with Bellaho, but it's Swift Chevelle. Swift Chevelle from Grillette and Bellaho. Then the Stager, Farris King, Fix the Date, followed by Reuters News and Vain Fury, Devious Lady. Raffalini, Cindy Spirit, and Faith in Me was last.
And the numbers as called by Ian Craig at 2, 6 and 7. The judge will no doubt call for a photo there, but no doubt that Swift Chevelle, ridden by Mick Dittman, has won the money. Second placing to Grillette, Mark de Montfort, and third was Bellaho, Nigel Tiley, as called by Ian Craig.
Special is second, 3 lengths to Rubiton, Zip Home, Colback. Further back then came Asher Star, but Placid Arc well clear with 100 to go. Special trying hard. Oh, he's a real machine, this fellow. Placid Arc's going to canter in, wins by 3 lengths. Special second, Rubiton third. Very well though. It's got Proven Valor beaten out wide on the track now. Midnight Fever. He's getting anxious on Rancho Ruler. Midnight Fever's racing to it on the outside. Jimmy Courtney riding for dear life. He's hit the front on the filly Midnight Fever. Just in front of Rancho Ruler twining. And Midnight Fever's going to win the Blue Diamond by 2 lengths to Rancho Ruler. Rubiton heading to the outside, joined by Campaign King, Lockley's Tradition. Then King Phoenix wider out on the track, coming out after them, and then at Talac with about 200 to go. Rubiton's doing well. A half length in front and kicking away from Campaign King. King Phoenix the danger. Then Playful Princess, Rubiton clear. King Phoenix trying to peg him back, but Rubiton's holding him safely. And Rubiton wins well, a length and a half. King Phoenix, Playful Princess third. Down the outside, Placid Arc is in front, and he's got into it suddenly from Let Me Tell. Placid Arc in front on the outside from Let Me Tell, coming at it. Rubiton over on the inside, the leader from Canny Lass and Princely Heart. It's Rubiton, Princely Heart, and Placid Arc. Placid Arc's in front. Placid Arc's made it a magnificent treble. And Talac's taken the lead at the 300, shot a length in front of Zalastrius. Bone Crusher Stewart's gone for the whip as he makes his run on the outside, but Talac's got 2 lengths on him. Bone Crusher's going to be everything we thought to get near Talac. Talac a length and a half in front. Bone Crusher trying hard. He's gradually making ground. Bone Crusher coming at Talac. Will the champ get up? He lunges. Yes. Oh, it might be a dead heat. But Bow Rogue 2 lengths in front into the straight from Ravenel on the outside. Cardinal is the favourite coming home well. Cossack Warrior trying to get through El Vaquero, but Bow Rogue's in front. Cossack Warrior trying hard. Won't get him. Bow Rogue in to win. Racing down to the line now. And Bow Rogue goes on to win it by 2 lengths to Cossack Warrior.